So, in continuation, which I decided I had to do, I have the concept of France that I showed you in the previous segment, which was very brief, and this one will be brief too. I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration as to uh, the ins and outs of holding a camera phone. Okay, let me just try to let me do it this way, if you'll bear with me. So, uh, here we have the concept of Dostoevsky's Chapter 5 of The Idiot, where he's talking about, the narrator is talking about remembering seeing an execution, and as I talk, I'll paint. Seeing an execution in France and relaying it to his company that he's keeping in a party situation or a social situation in Russia. And I don't know too much about, this or that or the other or even anything in between, but I will say this. You have Bastille Day, you have the French Revolution, and you still had the guillotine even after that. So I guess, there's no doubt about it. I don't just guess. Dostoevsky was making a commentary, so I'm doing a historical perspective while I'm also developing an artistic concept. Everybody say artistic concept out there in YouTube land. Okay, so one of the techniques that I want to show you today is blending and fading. And this is going to cut off, there's not too much memory on this thing. Or maybe it won't. There may be more memory than I thought. So in addition to blending and fading, which has to do with, let's say we develop the fleur-de-lis concept. Well, the fleur-de-lis, and I'll try to give you an exciting view of the development of a shape. The fleur-de-lis is something like this. And if you can imagine the founding fathers of ancient Gothic France, or the Franks, or the French, or the Franks, or the Goths, or all those, the Visigoths, I don't know what that is even, but those who wanted to establish a nation, a country. You got Charlemagne, and you also have a guy right here doing a painting that doesn't know his history, but is very interested and wants to learn. Is that the way you are? They call public school, when you're running a classroom or managing a classroom, they call you a teacher. But really, maybe a better word would be educator. And really, it's a question of being open when you're in a classroom situation with children, young adults, or people of all ages. It doesn't even matter. When you're in a classroom situation, you have to be ready to admit, hey, I'm just a human being, I'm just a person, and you may know something I don't know. Let's look it up. Let's learn together. And then you may get asked, well, why are you getting paid? And then you have to say, well, because I have, this is my art, and it involves classroom management ability as well as actual pedagogy, which people will tell you the word is pedagogy, but it's pedagogy. How about that? Anybody want to argue? Let me turn this around. In my final third segment, I will say goodbye.